It took Donald Trump 8 days to get to a net negative favorability where more than 50% of the country disapproves of the job he's doing. 8 days. And the reason that is so important is because of all the presidents prior to him, starting with President Reagan, it took them no fewer than 450 days at least to hit a approval rating below 50%. And the reason I bring that up is this. Where the hell is the Republican leadership right now? Yes, we have John McCain out there in the media telling us that Trump is screwing up left and right. How does Donald Trump respond to that? He goes on Twitter and he attacks John McCain. Where is Paul Ryan? Where is Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell? Where are those two men, the two, number 2 and number 3 most powerful Republicans in the country? Why are they not standing up to Donald Trump? The reason is simple, obviously. They're afraid of him. They don't have the courage to do it. They don't want to go against their own party. Well, keep in mind, Donald Trump, for most of his life, called himself a Democrat, only became a Republican so that he could run for president. But these Republicans, Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, are so spineless and so brain dead that they won't even stand up to this man because they think that in spite of all the bad things he's doing, they might get 1 or 2 little gifts out of it, like a full repeal of Obamacare that's going to kill 48,000 people a year. That's what they want. That's why they're not standing up to him. But more importantly, they're afraid. Republicans put 2 men in charge of their party in the House and the Senate that are terrified of going against Donald Trump. They're terrified of standing up to anyone. They're terrified of being confronted. Paul Ryan, for the last 4 days, has done nothing but tweet out bullshit nonsense about repealing Obamacare, and we're going to get to work, and we're going to work with the president. Just, catchy little things. We're going to create a patient-centered program, which literally means nothing. Those are just words he strung together, and Republicans eat them up. But that's all they're focused on. They're not out there talking about, maybe the president shouldn't have done this. Maybe he shouldn't have done that. Wow, look at the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people that have gathered in the last 8 days to protest him. Maybe, just maybe, we should grow some balls and say something about that. But no, not for Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell. They don't have it in them to stand up to somebody, to stand up to a man who is oppressing huge populations, not just in the United States, but around the globe. These men are not fit to lead. They're not fit to be in charge of the House or the Senate. And as much as we need Donald Trump to go, it's also time for Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell to hit the road because they don't have the guts to stand up to this bully.